About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta. Welcome to Truist Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Atlanta Braves.
That's just the way it is. Want what it
All right, Singy, it's been pretty remarkable to see what this lineup has been able to do lately. They're putting on a clinic at the plate.
No doubt, Boog. Impressive performances 1 through 9. Unlike opposing pitchers, I'm looking forward to seeing another show today.
take more than I need.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Spencer Strider. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. On the ground to first, Olsen. And he handles it himself for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Max Muncy.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
Alex Call, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. And that's outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And here it comes. And that one is lifted in the air. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here in Atlanta. And on the hill for the Dodgers, number 80. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Eli White, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Comes up empty.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Up the middle. Throw on to Freeman, and a quick out, number 1. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Drake Baldwin.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game, delivered some special moments for Korea.
And that one off the outside edge. That one misses. 3-1 now. And there's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swings through that one. 0-1.
One strike.
Kim, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff, a base hit.
Matt Olson up to the plate. This one in the dirt. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
Second and third, 1 away. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. A little bit low, and the count is 2-0. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Well, that's a frustrating at-bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin.
Keep an eye on this at-bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
1 ball, no strike.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Late on that fastball.
1 ball.
I think he was
1
sitting
strike.
off speed there.
And a count 1-2. And that one upstairs. In the air out towards right center. Call on the move to the alley. And that is the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. Scoreless after 1. Back at Truist Park, top of the 2nd, here's Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Strider back to work. And that's downstairs. And that is ball one. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Muncy digs in. Fly ball down the line. Acuna ranging back. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that is cut on and missed. 1-2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next pitch is outside. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Two outs, base is empty. And another ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. And he walked him on 4 pitches. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Teoscar Hernandez stands in now and watches strike one. To the right side, sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting eighth, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now, 0 for 4 in the win last night. Outside low, and it's 1-0. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar.
No por lo que yo tengo, por lo que yo he vivido y cómo me mantengo.
To the right side, and that goes foul. Popped up. Betts settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So up next, Michael Harris II. Pitch is in there, and that's strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Second inning here, no score. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Just missed. They say you win.
1-1.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Braves. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
When I'm waking, I feel so dangerous when I become free. Even on days when I get lost, I'm right where I wanna be. It's not a thing that I should. It's not a moment I regret. Now I'm waking.
And a swing and a miss there. Kim, in his rookie season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's a native of South Korea. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Ground ball right side. Albies. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So the batting order turns over. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
So 2 down now, and here is Alex Call. In the air to left center. Harris after it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. high fly ball right field. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Eli White next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
That's away.
That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that's way high. And it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's in for a strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now batting, shortstop.
Man at first with one gone. Now in for the Braves. Ha-Sung Kim walked his first time. Way high there. Ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And the 1-0. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Rolled to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. No score. And we're back. Will Smith to the plate.
Will Smith.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Throws to second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And that drops in for a strike. Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. And that one's off the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy went down on strikes his first time through. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Man at second. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Digging in, Andy Pajes worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Now it's off his glove as the slider gets away from him. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third. Ohtani stands at third with one gone in the inning.
Oop. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch just misses.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Just missed. That pitch in for a strike. 2-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Slider misses outside.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Fastball is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Pulls that one foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
That one inside. 3-1.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And that is out of play. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
2 strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's the ball.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Okay.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Strike 3. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Acuna dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
You know, sometimes a throw that bounces into second base can be just as good as a perfect throw in the air. It's almost a little bit easier to handle at second base. For me, that caught stealing right there was all about a really poor jump off first. Just didn't time it well, and he was toast after that.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. 0 for 1 so far. That one blasted deep to right, raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Strider back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off left side. Throw on to Olsen. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. And next for LA, Tae-Sung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. One down, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here is Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2 in this one. There's a swing and a drive. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Kim coming home, he'll score.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. And up next for Los Angeles, Alex Call. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. and makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Suarez also getting ready. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. But Acuna able to make the grab. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. With just one hit in the game, they're clearly frustrated and searching for answers at this point.
In there at the knees, and it's 2-1.
Thing about frustration, though, it gets you nowhere as a hitter. It's easy to get there, but the best thing you can do is simplify the approach and take things one pitch at a time.
Base hit, and they have their first hit since the first inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pickoff throw. Harris back on a dive. That one misses. 1-0. Down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Flied to right his first time. That's down and in. A slider missed. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Back to the top of the lineup. Eli White will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Two on, 1 out. That one missed.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that misses. And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is filled up. Ha-Sung Kim in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three-two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves. Fought off foul. Harris on second. Allen on at first with 2 down. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Roki Sasaki up and throwing. Stewart, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And that one in the air center field. Pajes makes the grab, and that will end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, and they're down 2-0.
These days people say a lot of things that they won't do, things that they won't do, man. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Everything they want, but they won't.
Back at Truist Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. His 9th homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Spencer Strider will depart, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back. Pierce Johnson will come in.
Number 38.
Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Johnson fires.
That's out the corner.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Muncy into second. It's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
1 ball, no
In the
strike.
dirt, blocked.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 2.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly, soft ground ball to the right side, find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Inside, and that's ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Alexis Diaz getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Hyams warming up as well. And a foul ball. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Teoscar Hernandez hits one out. His 7th home run of the season. And they add to the lead. It's 5-zip. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Tap foul at the plate. And that one pulled foul. Still only one out here in the inning. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Already 3 runs across in the frame, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. The rare K for Mookie. And the batter now, Hesung Kim.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's in the dirt. 1-1. late that time, and it's strike 2.
One ball.
Man, he
Two
was
strikes.
really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 down, nobody on. That's
the
off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Freddie Freeman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. And that's ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. So now it's Freddie Freeman. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Here's Johnson, fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 70.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Acuna now. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Yates, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. That's too low. And that's ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed.
2-1.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. That misses, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that extends the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Profar now. That one close, ruled a ball, and that is ball one. Baldwin off of first with 2 away. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move.
That one ripped. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1 but 2 runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
So 2 on with 2 away. Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-2.
Next pitch just misses. And that's ball 2. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alexis Diaz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Popped up. Allen flying after this one. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Smith in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That's a little bit low. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2. Draws the walk there.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And now it's Max Muncy.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
No strike.
That one is absolutely belted. And out of here. A 2-run shot, his 4th home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. 3rd home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Alexis Diaz out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Yoel Payams.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
2 outs, nobody on. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Hernandez with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the top half of inning number 7.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers.
1 ball.
He's putting himself in great company.
1-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one misses. The count now 2-2. That's down and in. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Another loss so brought home by this golden leaf town. But there's a chance.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Freeman makes a nice running catch. So digging in, Nick Allen. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
One ball.
The Dodgers up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
One strike.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
That's a walk.
That's four. Take your
Went with
base.
the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Eli White next up for the Braves.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
No ball.
Just a bit
Two
late on
strikes.
that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Close one, doesn't get the call.
Two balls,
It's
two
2-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Ha-Sung Kim getting ready to hit. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
Allen off of first with 2 away. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score.
This stuff takes time. Stay on that grind. Can't rewind.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
That clips a corner. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Now he breaks his bat. Allen on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 down, bases empty. There's Freddie Freeman now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. 2 outs. Line to left. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here as the lead holds at 8-0.
No timeouts, so the time's now. This is my house. I'ma show you what I'm about. 'Cause ain't no doubt that I'm a rise now. Like a rocket, no way.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Call makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's way high. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Just outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And that one fouled off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air, left side. Hernandez settles underneath it. He's got it. And that is that.
I finally made up my mind to take a better stand. Concentrate in my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television. According to his purpose.
And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Call. High umps in his 5th season, 30 years old now. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. High umps back to work. Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Charlie Morton appears to be getting loose. Suarez getting loose as well. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Man at first, and next for L.A., Will Smith. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Call gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. if you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
On the ground, a second, might be two. Over to Kim, one. On to Olsen. That's two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Hard hit, right side. Albies over to first in time. And they get Ohtani for the out. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly as it remains an 8-0 game.
I try to open up, but then I close tight. 'Cause who could understand what I feel like? Is what I feel like.
Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. That one is upstairs. He swings and fouls one off. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. Next offering is outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. My partner known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness.
In your career.
I can't even believe. I win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ball one there.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next pitch misses way outside. Nobody out. Runner at first. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And that's too high. Man at first, one away. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hernandez ranging after it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting first baseman.
So it's their last chance in this one. And next for Atlanta, Nick Allen.
What you know? Don't need to go with that Ali blow.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. There's a strike. Foul ball. The Braves down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Giving up because I wear the crown. I'm never giving up because I wear the crown. I feel like Joe Horn. Let it score on a play and set up another. Table for two, I step out on the shorty to pick up a pack from my Cartier buffs. Excuse me a second. Matter the Lord, you all my turn to the furnace. Snowball hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is impeccably furnished. See a little daylight and turn on the burners. Switch for the Deacons with cheer the spice strips. And my Supreme 98 size 11 and crushing my feet like a viper. I couldn't find them in bigger. They match so perfectly with this new ghost. They're trying to call me a democracy rig. I get it. I take it back and I get it. Williams said no, I'll be back in a minute. I rented it up just to give me a monogram 1-on-1 cast iron skillet. Way I've been raising my prices. I'm grateful as ever because it took a visit.